important is Yelp? We've asked a few customers to leave us some reviews, but Yelp keeps taking them down. How important is it for SEO and our rankings? Somehow, Yelp is always in the top 5 results, so I figure if you can't beat them, I might as well join them.
Hey there, it's Steve. And just a quick reminder before we get into the answer, go ahead and smash that like button for me. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support helps me reach more people, and you'll always be the first to see my newest content. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the answer now. Yeah, I mean, and that's pretty common. That would be sort of my response. If you're doing searches for the keywords you want to be found for, and you find Yelp showing up in the top 10 for those same responses, then yeah, it's probably a good idea to consider advertising or working with Yelp. Now, just having a listing in Yelp is probably not going to be as valuable as actually paying to be on Yelp. Although the problem I've had in the past with Yelp, I don't know if their policies have changed. You had to like commit to a year. And I was like, how about you give me like 3 months? Let me see if this works before I commit to a year. Also, if you're going to talk to their business team, see if you can find out like the average numbers of links that go in there. The problem you're going to have with the reviews that I've found in the past is like, Yelp wants their community of people to be creating reviews for you on Yelp. So if you just ask somebody that hey, could you go leave me your review? Just join Yelp and leave a review. It's unlikely you're going to get that review going through, even if it's stellar or not. Same thing is true if it's a negative review. If somebody has never been a Yelp person, they're going on to Yelp just to give you a negative review. It's unlikely that's going to get listed as well as an actual review. So Yelp can be important. Again, paying for Yelp will be helpful because Yelp will show other people's like ads on your listing if you're not paying for them. If you are paying in the business account, then they'll just have your account, and your ad will show on competitors' accounts that are not paying. Getting in the top 10 is really going to be more about, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while, like I said, it was more about the number of reviews, the quality of the reviews, the overall value of the reviews that you're getting. And again, it's a slow and steady race. You don't want to get like 10 reviews on Yelp in a month and then never get any more. Like anything, you want to be consistent. It should look natural. It should look quote unquote organic, in a sense that it just has to appear to be natural. So if you don't find Yelp showing up for your keywords, ignore it. It just has no value for you, really. And if you do see Yelp showing up, then yeah, you want to maybe see about getting in the game, giving it a shot, seeing what happens. But you are more than likely to get real, true value out of Yelp going to have to do some of the paid side of it. I've had clients do it in the past that had very good success at it. One was a moving client that we had some really good success for a while, was in the top 10, actually was at number 1 on that list and got some real value out of it. And then all of a sudden, like a lot of good reviews weren't getting published and some more bad reviews were getting published, and just they had a couple of bad reviews go up and it kind of dropped their score, and he just stopped paying for it. So again, it's one of those things like just think of it like advertising. Is the juice worth the squeeze, as they say, right? You may have to test it and see. But yeah, if it's showing up, I would consider it. If it's not showing up in the search results, I wouldn't bother. Although it can't hurt to just have a listing on Yelp, because you're likely already in Yelp because of how the ecosphere works in local. So, if you're listed in other places, you likely have a listing already in Yelp. So it's at least worthwhile to make sure you claim it, go in, make sure you update, fill out the profile as full as possible, so at least your information is correct. At least, all of your phone numbers are correct, your email addresses are correct, links to your website are correct. So at least you have a listing that's in your control that you can update and tweak as necessary. So at the very least, I would at least do that.